Hello, this is my AI assisted veteran career translation and matching platform. So, in the setting I will be in, most likely will be at the VA in Austin, Texas, Houston, Texas, one of the bigger VAs around the Texas area where there's a big population of veterans. Another specific setting I will be in will be at the military bases at these same cities around Texas. Sometimes it's just easier to go to the base than people come looking for you. The settings will be either a classroom or a computer lab that can accommodate 30 to 40 people. I think max would be 50 people for this. That'd be a lot of people to accommodate. Target population is going to be transitioning veterans between ages of 22 and 45. 22 because when you become 18, you can join the service, and after 4 years, you'll be 22. 45 is where people who do we call them lifers in the military, they tend to get out around 45-ish, give or take a couple years. So transitioning veterans in Texas that are separating from active duty and are seeking civilian employment, career retraining, or educational advancement. Rationale for the population, or rationale for a program. Population. So the population that I'm targeting is going to be Texas metropolitan regions with high veteran populations. That is Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, San Antonio, and Austin. There's a large number of veterans in these areas, so this would be a good target. The population is going to target veterans experiencing difficulties translating military occupational specialties, so MOS, AFSC as Air Force, RATES, that's Navy, into civilian career pathways. This population includes veterans enrolled in the VRE program, Veteran Readiness and Employment, using post 9/11 GI Bill benefits or other benefits and services that people offer, mainly the VA. And then anyone of these veterans pursuing new career identities following military service, and veterans facing barriers such as underemployment, a lack of networking opportunities, mental health concerns, disability accommodations, and just anything regarding civilian workforce. All right, so the labor market and workforce trend data from the Texas Workforce Commission, Bureau of Labor Statistics, and Department of Labor Veteran Employment Reports and VA transition data were reviewed to identify employment gaps, unemployment trends, and industries with growing workforce demands for veterans in Texas. Qualitative data was gathered through these veteran interviews, online veteran discussion forums, career translation literature, and reports from organizations serving veterans such as the VA, and their veteran readiness and employment counselors, and other veteran nonprofit agencies. The common themes that we saw and identified is difficulty translating military experience into civilian language, and then those civilian employers not having an understanding of what these people do in the military. That's a big gap that we're trying to reduce. Unless the civilian employer is a former veteran, most civilian employers they don't get what people in the military do, and if you don't know how to translate that into civilian language, it's very hard for them to understand what they actually do. Moving forward, so networking opportunities after separating from the service, and then identifying career paths align with their interests, abilities, and also disabilities. Many veterans reported frustration with generalized job boards. They don't adequately count for military experience. So once again, trying to translate that military experience into civilian so we can better assist these veterans trying to find jobs and their transition needs. To further assess needs, surveys and focus group discussions could be implemented with transitioning veterans attending Texas military transition programs, community colleges, state universities, and other VA affiliated career services. These assessments would gather information regarding barriers to employment, desired industries they want to work at, educational interests, what they want to study, where they want to go to school, any technological skills that's high in demand right now, any combination needs for their disabilities, do they have VA claims, disability claims, and then any experiences with existing career development systems. So what have they used? What hasn't worked? What has worked? We want to know. This data will then be used to shape our program design and improve service delivery, identify high demand industries such as technology, health industries, nursing, mental health field, stuff like that. And we want to tailor career recommendations to veterans by their individual strengths and also their goals that they set for themselves. So the data could be used to evaluate long-term outcomes. So our goal is long-term, so such as employment placement, salary growth, satisfaction in their career, the job they chose, and also the retention. How long are they holding these jobs that we place them in? So rationale for program needs, assessment methods, career development theory, Donald Super's lifespan and life space theory. So like I said, lifespan and life space theory is based on Donald Super. So this theory provides a strong framework because it emphasizes career development as an ongoing process as our life goes forward. So that's what we're trying to do as well. Not everyone who picks a career sticks with that career for the rest of their life. People grow. People want different things. So we want to evolve with them. So specifically, I want to use the Career Development Assessment and Counseling, the CDAC. This model focuses on the exploration stage that people have. So people entering the stage have questions relating to their values, aptitudes, skills, and interests. All the things that we want to answer for them and have them answer as well. So this program supports veterans during this transitional developmental stage by helping them identify skills and clarify their goals and strengthen career adaptability. Program standards. So integrate changing employment trends, societal needs, and economic conditions into career plans. Develop understanding of self and build and maintain a positive self-concept. Number 3, integrate growth and change into their career development. 4, use a process of decision-making as one component of career development. 5, master academic, occupational, and general employability skills in order to obtain, create, maintain, and or advance their employment. Lastly, participate in ongoing lifelong learning experiences to enhance their ability to function effectively in a diverse and changing economy. Learning objectives. So we have 3 learning objectives. So by the conclusion of our program, we want the participants to identify at least 3 transferable military skills and 3 civilian career strengths that align with the career that they're interested in, and long-term vocational goals as measured through our career assessments that we're going through this program. The second learning objectives is we want participants to be able to research and identify 3 civilian occupations that are aligned with their military skills. So their experience, interests, values, and abilities using an AI-assisted career matching system that matches them with labor market databases, and also using occupational explorational tools. So lastly, participants will create a civilian resume and a LinkedIn profile that accurately translates military occupational experiences from their evaluations of the military to their civilian resume. So, and then successfully apply to 3 jobs that align with their goals. So we want them to apply to 3 jobs before they leave. Intervention 1, military to civilian strengths and identity exploration. So we want to help them identify their skills in the military. We want to help them clarify their strengths that they see in themselves. And we want to help them strengthen their vocational self-concept. So once again, this is based on Donald Super's Lifespan Life-Space model. Career development is a continuous lifelong process of evaluating oneself. So emphasize the role of self-concept, their identity development, and assessment in career decision-making and vocational adjustment. So to achieve this, we want to use several assessments, ACCI, so Adult Career Concerns Inventory. This assesses career concerns. CDI, Career Development Inventory. This is assessing career planning and vocational maturity. Salience Inventory, and value scales. So strength, we want to do a few things with this intervention. So we want to use strength-based counseling. So our counselors or myself will facilitate structured discussions that help them connect their experiences that they had in the military and how to apply that to the civilian jobs that they're looking for. And we're going to highlight what they do in the military. So people in the military have strong leadership. They work in teams. They know how to respond to crisis. They know how to communicate. A lot of them work in logistical jobs, so they know how to do logistics. And adaptability and problem solving. A lot of them get deployed overseas, so they have to adapt no matter what they get into, and they have to have problem solving skills. If you don't have that in the military, good luck. So we want to highlight everything that they do in the military that they did positively, and we want to put that, instill that in them so they can put that on their resume. Reflective journaling. This will be good. They will participate in a guided self-reflection. So we're going to write in journals, and they're going to focus on the things they did in the military. So everything that I just said, accomplishments, their leadership experiences, their skills in that, their strengths that they developed in the military service. A lot of people don't have a lot of skills before they join the military, and when they get out, they have a lot of skills that they didn't have because military trains their soldiers and their sailors and their airmen to do a lot of things that civilian people in the civilian world have to pay a lot of money to do. So we want to highlight all those things, and also their long-term personal values. Last thing we want to do is narrative career counseling. So this helps the participants reframe their military experiences into strength-based civilian language while addressing possible feelings of identity loss, self-doubt, or uncertainty surrounding their career transitions. So if they have any negative experiences in the military. We want to try to put that into a positive. So that's what we're trying to do with narrative career counseling. So any sort of positive developments we can get from these three interventions, that's what we're trying to accomplish, so we can put this on a resume and send it out to employers. Intervention 2. This is going to be our AI-assisted career exploration and labor market navigation. This is going to be a big one. So we want to help veterans identify civilian occupations that align with their military experience, also their interests and abilities that reflect their long-term goals. So we want to increase awareness of the labor market and the opportunities in Texas economically, tell them about salaries and stuff like that, what's trending up and what's trending down. We're going to use a combination of Holland's theory of types and person-environment interactions and Krumboldt's learning theory of career counseling. So these theories, they both emphasize a environmental fit career-wise, adaptability, and also an openness to new opportunities. That's very important in this career counseling field. If you're not open to new opportunities, you'll never know if you can do the job or you want to do the job. So staying open to new things is going to be very important for all our clients that come in. So we're going to use technology career assisted counseling. So participants are going to use an AI assisted career matching software that analyzes all the military occupational specialties, their education, their interests, transferable skills to those jobs, and the career preferences that they highlighted before, their top 3 or top 5 choices, and we're going to try to match them. So what this AI software is going to do is the system is going to generate personalized civilian career recommendations and identify any high demand occupations that is trending up, like I said, and salary expectations, any certifications that they need, any certifications that they have that are useful in the job market, and like I said, labor market trends. So what's trending up and what jobs are, trending down, because talking about AI is taking some jobs, so maybe want to stay away from some of those markets. Continuing on this, career information system. So counselors are going to help the participants navigate all the career sites that we're going to show them, like ONET, the TWC, Texas Workforce Commission, LinkedIn. They don't know how to use LinkedIn. We're going to teach them that, and other veteran platforms out there. There's many of them. If we don't show them, we'll give them the links to all those websites. So participants are going to complete an exploration worksheet, comparing at least 3 career options that they want. 5 is probably more optimal, but at least 3. So they're going to get a job outlook, the requirements, educational wise, what they need, what degrees they need, certifications, the work environment. What kind of environment is it? Is there a lot of people? Are you working by yourself? Are you working on the phone? You're working outside? You're working inside? Potential salary, what is the starting pay? Is it hourly? Are you getting paid a salary? What are the chances for advancement, and how much pay can you get with those? And these are going to align with their personal values that they set earlier. Okay, intervention 3. This is going to be the longest part. This is going to be civilian resume translation workshop. So this prepares the veterans that are coming out of active duty to effectively communicate their experiences within civilian hiring systems. So resume development and job application preparation. This intervention is going to be structured as a psychoeducational career counseling group consisting of transitioning veterans. The group is going to meet weekly for 2-hour sessions over 4 weeks. We're going to go over the use of the AI software, how to use it. The AI software is going to translate the military lingo into civilian terminology. Then we're going to transfer that into creating a resume, a nice looking resume that they can use online, bring in person. And then we're also going to do networking and interviewing strategies. So what we're going to do, we're going to review sample resumes. They can copy and paste off these sample resumes. The easier the better. We're going to do self-introductions, mock interviews, and then we're going to get feedback from each other, from peers and also myself and other counselors that are there. And then counselors are going to provide guidance on reframing these accomplishments into civilian competencies such as operational management, leadership, project coordination, communication, technical expertise. And then participants are going to learn valuable strategies for explaining the military service positively during interviews, because they're going to get asked a lot of questions about what they did in the military, and they're going to have to explain it the way that the resume says it. And then when they go into detail about their military experience, try not to go too much back into military lingo. So they got to bring that back a little bit. Intervention 4, career adaptability and resilience. So helping veterans develop coping strategies, adaptability skills, and long-term career resilience is going to be important. Crumbold's happenstance learning theory and Back to Super theory, they both emphasize adaptability, lifelong growth, and adjustment to changing life roles. So counselors are going to facilitate individuals or small groups in sessions, talking about transition stress, the stress with that, vocational uncertainty. If they don't know what they want to do, that's okay. We're here to help. Identity changes. You went as somebody before the military, and now you're a totally different person now. So we're here to figure that out for them. Who are they now? And how do they use that in the job, in the civilian world? And then long-term career planning. So they're going to participate in stress management exercises, goal-setting activities, resilience building discussions, and professional development planning. Counselors are going to help them identify barriers to career success, such as fear of failure, disability accommodations, lack of confidence, and uncertainty regarding the workforce in the future. Participants are going to create a long-term growth plan, because even though they're with us for a short term, we want to create something long-term that they can use. So continuing education, networking, certifications, and other strategies on the changing employment trends. Delivery. This program is going to be primarily implemented through 4 delivery methods: career counseling, individually psychoeducation, in groups, technology-assisted career exploration, and then community-based workshops and employer networking opportunities. So what we're going to do is we're going to collaborate with the VA, mostly with the VRE counselors and other organizations like the DAV, that are going to help identify participants and get referrals and ensure veterans receive all the support that they need. These partnerships, we're going to partner with employers and other people in the workforce agencies. They're going to assist us in identifying labor market needs, internship opportunities, apprenticeships, and identify other veteran-friendly employment pathways. Educational institutions and certification programs will support veterans pursuing additional training or degree programs aligned with high-demand industries. So overall, the plan is designed to provide a comprehensive, flexible, an evidence-based career development program that addresses both vocational and psychological needs of transitioning veterans in Texas. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna combine counseling, group counseling, AI-assisted technology, community partnerships, and we're seeking to improve career readiness to send them out into civilian real world so they can get these jobs. The marketing, so the first step we're going to do is we're going to promote the program through the program's mission, objectives, using evidence-based rationale to organization leadership and partnering agencies. The data we gathered from the needs assessment process, including the market trends, veteran transition challenges, and workforce shortages, will be used to demonstrate that the program is needed, is relevant, and in the long term, it's going to be valuable to the VA. So to create interest and encourage participation, the program will utilize a creative and veteran-centered marketing strategy that combine digital outreach, peer engagement, storytelling, and community visibility. Here is a example of a post that we can do. It's going to put, Texas veterans, are you ready for your next mission? We're going to put down all the things that we use: AI-assisted military to civilian skill translation, resume building, LinkedIn development, networking, and so on and so forth, what we just put in. And then we're going to put available virtually and in person across Texas, now enrolling, open to veterans separating from service or within 5 years post-transition. Your next mission starts here. This is perfect to begin with, but we can also adapt as we go. So resources and costs. Technology resources are another major component of the program because the program integrates AI-assisted technology that helps military to civilian skill translation and career matching systems. Funding will be needed for the software, subscriptions, telehealth systems, computers, tablets, internet service, and online career databases. We're going to need facilities, so that's going to cost a little bit. So in-person services, they could be through a community college, other VA facilities, workforce centers, nonprofit agencies, or the use of university counseling centers. That could possibly reduce the cost, but it's still going to cost us some money. You also got to include room reservations, utilities, if we're using the VA stuff, utilities, office supplies, furniture, if we're using our own room, furniture, workshop materials, food and drinks for the people that are attending these events. So marketing and outreach costs, we're going to need to hire someone to do marketing for us. So funds are going to use for flyers, brochures, social media advertisements, possibly building a website, employer outreach events, and other community networking activities. So if I factor all this in, the cost is approximately going to be $150,000 per year. That's taken into the salary of the counselors and any other people that are helping out, plus all the expenses I just mentioned. So evaluation, we're going to do a career adapt abilities scale. That's going to be used pre and post program. And then it consists of 12 to 15 questions that are measured on a scale of 1 to 5. And at the end, it has 5 open-ended questions for us. So participants will complete these assessments at the beginning of the program and then during the final week, so we can measure their career readiness, their competence, the self-awareness, and how they feel their skills can be transitioned. The second one, we're going to do surveys. They're going to be in person. They're going to be on phone. They're going to be through email. We're just going to follow up with these people on the third month and also on 6 months. So we want to get evaluated that way. And we're going to use all this stuff just to improve our program and adapt if need be. And that is my AI translation and labor force. Thank you very much.